A lot of people wonder if it's difficult owning a business with your best friend, but Alana and I have known each other since we were 13 years old. We've worked probably 8 to 10 jobs together before we ever started FairyTail Pet Care. We were actually even college roommates. We rescued 3 dogs while we were in college, and they had the chance to grow up together. They're actually the 3 dogs that are now in our logo. Before we started FairyTail Pet Care, we were both working for Hilton Hotels here in Tampa, and we saw a need missing from the wedding industry. So many of the couples getting married at the hotel, along with friends and family members, wanted to include their pet in their wedding day, but they were running into logistical issues. Who was going to bring them to the venue and then bring them back home? Who was going to take care of them during the day? They didn't want to put that responsibility on anybody else, and they didn't want to ask someone that they didn't invite to their wedding to take care of their dog. Alana and I have always been huge animal lovers. We volunteered for shelters since we were kids. We were always the go-to pet sitter for our family and friends. And so when we saw this need missing from the wedding industry, a light bulb went off. We realized that couples needed someone that they could trust, a professional, to take care of their pet on their wedding day, so that way they could enjoy the day stress-free, have the peace of mind, and not have to put that responsibility on anybody else. So we brainstormed in our offices every day, and eventually FairyTail Pet Care, the first wedding pet care company in the nation, was born.
As the nation's first wedding pet care company, those early days were all about education. As you can imagine, if someone was struggling with this problem, their first thought was not, let me look up a wedding pet care company. Wedding pet care companies weren't even a thing. So we coined the term and created this entire industry, and then had to educate not just the couples, but the vendors too. This responsibility was a huge burden on everyone, and the last thing that couples want to worry about on their wedding day is what their child essentially is going to be doing. So we provide literally everything that they need to make sure their dog has the best day ever too. After 2 years of hard work and really pushing to get our name out there and this service to be accepted by our community, we were both full-time. We went from working together in cubicles in a corporate setting to truly living the dream. Our job is to talk to couples about including their baby in the most special day of their life, and then actually getting to be their dog's +1. With these services being so new, there weren't any other wedding pet care companies out there. So we were finding ourselves traveling all over the country to perform these services and take care of dogs all over the United States. And that is when we realized that this service really is needed in all these different markets. While we love taking dogs to weddings, our work doesn't end there. That's why a huge part of the FairyTail mission is to give back to local shelters and make a difference in our communities. We donate a portion of all of our proceeds to local animal shelters and have donated over $20,000 so far to help homeless animals find their forever homes. Starting a FairyTail franchise means you'll be joining our mission to help rescue dogs while building the life you love, taking dogs to weddings. Our ideal franchisee is passionate about animals and has a true understanding of their care and wellness. They enjoy creating a positive customer experience and want to be community and industry leaders. They want to define their own success and find financial freedom while making a difference in people and animals' lives.
You will also need to be able to secure funding or financially commit to owning a FairyTail franchise. Startup costs for a single territory range from $22,400 to $37,800. As a franchisee, you'll have our full support every step of the way. From initial training to the systems and organizations you'll need to get started right away.
We've put together absolutely everything you need to start your own successful wedding pet care company in your market, and you'll be joining the brand that started it all.
While you will be owning your own business, you won't have to start from the ground up, and you won't be alone.
We also have an FAQ page on our website that will link below for any of your additional questions.
Are you ready to transform your life and take dogs to weddings for a living?